These are not all fried potatoes, so some of these are fried potatoes, but some of these are actually these crispy fried whole garlic cloves that are kind of
Was it worth it?
sweet and mild and deliciously
What were your
crunchy on the outside.
conversations
This was an
like after?
experimental thing I was trying at home the other night, and it turned out really well. So what I did was I was going to make some hash for breakfast, and so when I'm going to do that, I cut my potatoes into chunks the night before, and then I simmer them so that they're ready to fry the next day. But I was going to throw some garlic cloves into the water just to flavor it, and then I thought to myself, oh, well, I usually end up eating those cloves after they've simmered in the water because they are sweet and mild. So what about if instead of eating them, I just tossed them together with the potatoes and roasted them all together? And then I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to do that, I should do a lot of garlic. So um, this was just, pre-peeled garlic. I think it would taste a lot better with fresh garlic. But anyhow, I put, I don't know, like maybe 4 heads worth of garlic in there for 4 potatoes. So basically 1 head of garlic per potato. Um, Simmered it all in salted water until the potatoes were tender and slightly falling apart around the edges, and the garlic was fully tender, which happened around the same time. Then I drained it and I put some oil on it, and then I tossed it all together really roughly. And what happens here is that the potatoes release this kind of starchy slurry that coats the potatoes, but also coats those garlic cloves. So they're almost like the way, say, like a battered French fry would be. Which, oh, now that makes me think of a new way to make battered French fries. Anyway, I portioned it out because I wasn't going to cook all of it. So one of those I froze, and then the other one I had in the fridge overnight. And then the next morning, this morning, I just fried them in a nonstick skillet with a bit of fat. This is just some clarified butter, and did it until it was crispy. And so, as you can see, uh, those garlic cloves, they get coated in the potato, and they come out as crispy as the potato chunks. So altogether, I think this was a pretty successful experiment. I might play around with it a little bit more, but I think it's a pretty cool technique, because some of these are whole garlic cloves, believe it or not.